Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the January 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. I am shortening my videos from five columns down to 4, so let me know if you like that or dislike that. But column number 1 now is going to be just a general look at January, so any big messages or events coming. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, almost like advice for 2020, or excuse me, for January. We'll still do our 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note as well. But let's go ahead and get into it here, Virgo. So again, taking a look first, starting for kind of just big general things coming for January. So first up, we have the summary affirmation card of Core. This is one of my favorite cards. The heart is so illuminated here. It's really the focal point. So with Core, we have to do things that feel good at our core, do things that feel good in our heart. So let that kind of guide you through the month of January, but fill it with as many of those things that feel good to us as possible. Let's see what other messages I can give you here. The first card that we have is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. So lots happening. It's going to be a pretty busy month. This can also be a card of like finding out information, finding out truth. So there could be some of that as well. But I just feel like we're going to have a pretty fast-paced month here, Virgo. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. Not surprised to see the Lover's card with something like Core, which is all about the heart, all about what feels good. But this is a wonderful love card. It's a card of partnership, strength together, deep love. So potentially some love movement here for you as well. Maybe there's a new relationship, expansion of existing relationship, but definitely some focus on love for sure coming. And at the bottom we have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords can be a card of worry. There seems to be something that we are worried about. So we're going to take a closer look at that as well and see what information I can give you there, Virgo. So again, things happening fast, some love in the mix here, but we'll see if we can figure out what's causing that worry too. First up, we have the Magician for our clarifiers. The Magician's one of those wonderful cards. Anything is possible with the Magician. Anything can happen. It's very much so inspired action. It's turning visions into reality. But we have everything we need with the Magician. We have the Pentacle, the Cup, the Sword, the Wand, the Infinity, the Abundance. All the pieces are there. So I will say this news, what we're finding out, this information is going to push us forward. It's going to drive us forward. We're going to make things happen because of it. So I like that. It's also going to be things that I feel like we feel pretty good about as things that we enjoy doing, which is nice to see. On top of the Lover's card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is also a very domestic card. So again, great for relationships, engagements, marriage, proposals. If you would like to have a baby, this is a wonderful card for you. Start growing your family. So it seems like we're going to have a pretty strong love month. Again, not surprised with the Core being so connected to the heart there. At the bottom here, we have the 9 of Swords. We were talking about that's a card of worry. There's something we're worried about. The 5 of Pentacles is also a worry card. So there is something that we seem to be worried here. What I'm hearing is we can trust our gut in this case. I just wish we knew exactly what the worry was around. It doesn't feel around the relationship. Perhaps whatever the news that we find out can cause some angst, some worry, but I feel like we're going to do really well here. So yes, unfortunately, I think the best advice I can give you here, Virgo, is to just try not to worry. But all I'm seeing is there is something we are worried about. I don't know that it's going to materialize though. Our worries always make things feel so much worse, or like make us wonder the what ifs that are always so much worse than anything reality wise. But I would do things again that feel good at the core to try and ease some of this worrying. Lead with your heart. Make sure your intentions are pure. All of those things are going to set you up well. All right, let's look at our next column now, which is anything related to money. So a quick money message here for you, Virgo. It says, oranges assist with magnetizing your attraction to money. Nourish your relationship by having fresh oranges around or by burning a wild orange essential oil. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Virgo. I love to see that we have the Magician coming up again. So we have side-by-side magicians here. Again, anything is possible with the Magician card. So I feel like we can create whatever reality we want for ourselves here, whether this is financial or career-wise. Again, we have all the pieces we need. We have the wand, we have the sword, the cup, the pentacle, the abundance. It's all there. So this is, again, turning visions into reality. This is inspired action. Whatever this is you want, we need to start taking action towards it. If you want to buy a house, we start saving money. If you want to be debt free, we start really chipping away at those credit cards. So I feel like you're starting to take action because there is something we want. And again, the Magician is going to help bring that true, whether it's career or financial goals here. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. We love the King of Pentacles in the money column. This is very solid, practical, wise, which is fitting with what we just talked about. Again, it's like we know what action we need to take to get done what we want. So solid, practical, wise by taking those actions, knowing that we're going to get that intended outcome. The King of Pentacles is also a really good investment card. So I definitely think there's a new investment opportunity for you. I think maybe one we've really wanted to, just given the Magician card, but as investments come up in January when we see the King of Pentacles, I usually give people the nod, tell them to go for it because it looks good. The next card we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is very strategic, very long term. This is where we want to go. We need to be thinking about the future here. Again, we're taking actions to where we want to go. I think this King of Pentacles, that's going to be a good long-term investment as well with the Emperor. I do think some of you could be taking on a leadership role or maybe even taking a lead on a project in January, just given some of the leadership meaning behind the Emperor card as well. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Pentacles, a wonderful card for our money column. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new money, job, promotion, investment, some sort of money movement. We've hit on the word investment twice, so I really do think there will be good investment opportunity coming for you in January. But it seems that new money is coming anyways. So again, what action are we taking to get to this new money that we want? What action are we taking to get to this investment that we want? Looking at our next clarifier, we have the Knight of Cups. This is typically a love card. It's very romantic, very proposal-like, knight in shining armor type vibes. But this is also a card of proposal, and in this case, opportunity. So again, this investment opportunity that comes up, it's like the ideal, it's the perfect, it's the epitome, it's the thing that we want. So really interested to hear about that investment and how it works out for you. But seems quite promising just giving our spread of cards. At the bottom, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, reward, success, recognition, good news. So definitely some victory. Again, I feel like this investment opportunity looks very promising here. I feel like there'll also be success in this leadership role. Again, whether you're actually taking on a leadership role or perhaps we're just taking a lead on a project. But I feel like we're going to have great success in that. So love the success behind the investment. And those things you're working on. So inspired action to get that new money, get that new investment that you're wanting. Let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to love. So quick love message for you. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. We're sticking hard on those heart cards, heart messages today here, Virgo. But let's see what we got here. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here. So first up, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is kind of stagnant. Things are not really moving. We're hanging there by our foot. We need some other piece of information. We need some other piece of knowledge. We need some other perspective that we don't have. So in terms of love, things are feeling a little stagnant right off the gate here, Virgo. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. This is needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I feel like as we're waiting, we're kind of taking care of ourselves. We're laying low. We're trying to process what's happening here or what's not happening here. But I just feel like things are stagnant and we're not really loving it. At the bottom, we have the Five of Cups. This is a card of grief, loss, feeling unloved. I'm not sure, maybe perhaps some of you actually have a loss here, so this is the grief, and then this is like the rest that we need, and everything's kind of gone on pause. I think that makes the most sense. Perhaps we're grieving somebody actually passing or a relationship ending, but it's like things are on pause as we heal ourselves and as we process these feelings and as we grieve. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card typically of being like a doer, of taking action. But again, we're just not in the position to do it. It's like everything is on hold. There's no action until we can start to process through these feelings to do some of this healing. The next card that we have is the Empress. This is the abundance card. This is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. And I feel like we're so drained. We're so feeling low in terms of love that we can't, pursue anything. We can't take the action on these relationships. So again, we're in some sort of waiting. We're in some sort of holding pattern here. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Wands. This is like protecting ourselves against competition. This is like defense. This is looking out for us. So again, I feel like there's some healing that needs to happen, some rest, recovery, some healing with the Five of Cups, some grieving that needs to happen before we can take action. Again, we've kind of like drained our abundance on this scenario, so we need to get things rebuilt back up so we can start to move here with the Page of Wands. All right, taking a look at our our fourth and final column. This is a message from our future self or spirit guides. This is almost like advice going into January. We have the summary affirmation card here of rediscovery. With rediscovery, there's like a past experience, a past thing that we enjoyed that we can bring back to reality, we can bring into our lives currently. So perhaps in January, we're picking up a hobby that we used to really enjoy. Maybe there's a relationship that's being rediscovered, a book that's being rediscovered. But rediscovery is key there. So something we have been familiar with previously. Looking at our cards though, first we have the Fool card. The Fool card's the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So I like to see this. This is a new opportunity. This is a new beginning for something old. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is always favorable for you, so I think this new beginning looks really promising. Not to mention, again, we have past experience supporting us with the rediscovery here. But favorable for you. We could be finding out information too that's driving this new beginning. And at the bottom, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is something we're really going to enjoy. We may or may not have enjoyed it previously, but there's a nice sense of enjoyment coming through now. And it's like putting in the hard work, you'll reap the benefits of the hard work. So again, favorable for you, new opportunity on something that once was before. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the decision to go after this or not, and I think we will. Again, just given the past history with this person, this thing, this opportunity, it's that rediscovery, but it's the decision if we go after this opportunity or not. The next card we have is the Queen of Wands. Again, this is very self-sufficient, very self-assured. We have experience here. We've been here. We've done that. We have this kind of inherent knowledge on this, which really helps us push forward, which really helps us be successful. We also have the Queen of Swords, again, positioned well here, but really being able to enjoy. I do feel like this is you driving this, but again, we have that past knowledge, that skill previously to push us forward. So interesting, whatever this is that we're picking up, revisiting, but it's something we're going to be very good at because of that past experience. All right, Virgo, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Jack of Spades, the number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the King of Diamonds, number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the Four of Spades, number 49 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you there. We are going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with us through the month of January. I had to think about where we were. Your crystal this month is Diamond, one of my favorites. Spiritual freedom, light, helps you think big. It really gives you a nice sense of farsightedness. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, "This too you will conquer." Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Virgo. I hope your holidays were fabulous, and welcome to 2024.